Hi, my name is Ryan Wood, and today I'll be showing you the code explanation. So, just to quickly go through this, I set my variables as my title scene and current scene just to default them. Starting on line 4 is where I called my Mr. Pink variable, which is actually this guy right here, the little guy, and I had to do this dot x and equals x and this dot y equals y, etc. Just so as he moves, he stays proportionalized along with everything else. Starting at number line 13 is where I actually called Mr. Pink, as you can see right here. Again, this is what helps him stays proportionalized and moves along with the mouse, as you see in mouse X and mouse Y. This is just where I originally called him. Here is where I actually got my var button, my con button class. It's where the start of it is. As you can see, it's just, pretty self-explanatory, just all the configurations of the button. Here's where I drew the buttons, and right here you can see I have text align left top, and here I have left left. This is because I accidentally wrote my entire code in text align left left, so I had to go back and fix it. That's how I figured out what my problem was. Here I have my button.prototype.is mouse inside, which is me checking if the mouse is inside the button. Same thing goes with here, is that you could tell if it clicks it. Here's where the var button class, the con button class comes into play. Sorry. This is the shape of it, and this is the location. Start, and then actually, hold on one sec. That's this button, and if you click it, it goes to current scene 1, as you can see right there. This is my second button, which it says next, and it goes to current scene 2, which will be this. And then my third use of the button class is this button right here, and it's at the very end. And if you click it, it gives you great job, you win, feel free to play again, as like the congratulatory finish line. This is where I drew my initial button, and here is my title scene right here. It says my name, the game, all the rules, and it's actually this is where I drew my first button. And then here is where I have all of these rectangles drawn, which are all these red ones right here. And basically what I had to do is I had to draw if statements for every single one, and it's saying that if the mouse is within these certain parameters, which each one of these if statements stands for one of these bars, if it passes through those parameters, press restart comes up, which you can see right there. So I made a bunch of if statements, and then this is right here, which as you can see is current scene 2, is this. And these are, again, all the rectangles. They each stand for 1. And then, again, all these if statements that stand for the parameters, as if you go through this, it'll say, please restart. Last but not least, I have my final mouse clicked function, which, again, if the current scene is 0, that first button comes up. If it's 1, the second button, etc. Basically, what this does is that this right here, this current scene 0, if I didn't do this, all these buttons would pop up on the same screen, and it would be confusing, and they'd be all over the place. So what this allows me to do is that it tells the code that, like, if it's on the first, if it's on current scene 0, button 1 comes up. If it's on current scene 1, button 2 comes up, etc. So yeah, that's my code explanation. I believe that's all. Thank you for listening.